How is your son doing?
He's fantastic.
What's he into?
Cursing.
Oh.
You know how kids go through this thing, and you guys have kids, some of you, right? You know, they find curse words, and then he's on a tear right now. And I said to his pediatrician, is this a problem? He won't stop cursing. And he said, no, let him curse it up. Let him curse it up, have no reaction, and just let him curse it up. So he is cursing it up.
Like it started this year when he was 8?
It started this year, yes. It started in COVID.
Well, a lot of us started cursing in COVID. But like, does he have one word in particular, or does he use all of them?
No, he's got one, but I know I can't say it on the show, so I won't.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
He likes to say, like, we read stories, right? So he's got this one story about the fox and the rabbit, and he'll say, the fox, the rabbit.
What?
Where did that come from? Fox, the rabbit, all. Okay.
Wow, what'd they do to him?
Exactly. He just likes the reaction that gets when he says these words.
Well, it does sound kind of, it rolls off the tongue, really, when you think about it. The rat, the fox, the rabbit. Now I want to say that. Yeah. My first curse word I learned was, now that we're going to curse the whole time, but I didn't know how to use it, and I was trying to put my bike through a gate, and I went, how do we get the bike in? It's not how you use it.
No.
It was wrong. So I didn't curse after that. You know, your boyfriend, we had him on, because I'm a huge music fan. I had him on in season 1 before we had you on.
We've talked about this.
Oh, really?
Yes. And actually, a few days ago when I knew I was coming here. And then I said, you know, I was on her first season. He goes, so was I. And I said, you mean you could have found me 20 years ago and saved me all this misery I've been through?
Isn't that amazing?
How come you didn't arrange that, Ellen?
You should have been on the same show.
No.
I think you were on like 2 months later or something.
It would have saved me 3 marriages.
Well. Yeah, but then you wouldn't have the little kid.
No, I'd have 2 other kids that I wouldn't have to share 2 daddies with, and I'd be happier. So it's your fault. It's your fault now.
Oh, I am sorry. This is how I go out my last 3 months, just cursing. That's Halle Berry. That is her movie Bruised, and you directed this. This was your first time directing?
Yes.
What a thing to take on. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Thank you.
I mean, the physicality alone that you're boxing, that you had to train to get into that shape, and then you had to direct, you have to do pre and post and everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was like the dumbest thing to tell somebody you wanted to do at the time.
Yeah.
You know?
But you did it, and you pulled it off, and it's beautiful, and your performance was amazing. And how long did you train to get into that kind of shape?
2.5 years. I started before. I had to, you know, to play a world-class athlete, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to do this and like make it believable. So I had to train jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, like all of it. And I used all bits of those different disciplines throughout the course of the movie. And it was a joy. It's one of the greatest things I've done.
Is that the woman that's the actual?
Yes.
She's really a fighter.
She is Valentina Shevchenko, the current flyweight UFC champion of the world, yes. And she is a monster.
And
yeah.
I mean, how? And you hurt.
Look at her. Like, what the?
Yeah, and you hurt yourself, right? What happened to you?
Well, she hurt me.
She hurt you. What did she do?
Well, 2 days. We started with our big fight because we were all trained up. We were ready to go. So we had 4 days at the beginning of the shoot to shoot our fight. Day 2, the start of day 2, she kicked me, like for real, and broke 2 of my ribs. So I had to then do the rest of that day and 2 more days in the fight with broken ribs, and then do the rest of the whole shoot with broken ribs.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
So there's a lot of short breaths.
Yeah. How did you do fight scenes with, I mean, anything, but fight scenes with broken ribs? And she must have felt so bad.
No. Only because she kept saying, no, Halle, it's not broken. It's not. You wouldn't be breathing. No, it's not broken. I said, it's broken. No, it's not. So she didn't feel bad because she didn't really believe it. And I didn't go get an x-ray until the fight was over because I knew they would shut me down if they knew that I could puncture a lung, right? So she didn't feel bad because she thought, oh, it's just a muscle. It's going to be fine. This happens to me all the time. So she didn't feel bad.
Wow.
In the moment, no.
It is so good. If you haven't seen it, Bruised is streaming now. It's on Netflix, and Moonfall opens in theaters and IMAX tomorrow. And we're going to play Burning Questions with Halle after this. We'll be back.